So we know the Oscars are this weekend, and while you might have your favorites, we thought it would be appropriate to bring in an expert and hear what the movie buffs are saying. Drew Taylor writes for the playlist on IndieWire and has some of the scoop on this year's potential winners. Drew, welcome to Connecticut Style.
Thank you so much for having me.
Nice to have you here. So what makes you the expert here?
What makes me the well? I mean, seeing all these movies and sort of getting into the Oscar game is I guess what makes me an expert.
Yeah, tell us what Playlist is all about.
The Playlist is a blog on the IndieWire network, and we focus on independent films. And yeah, you can read reviews and interviews and features and all sorts of stuff on there. So,
great.
Yeah.
So you've seen all these movies.
I've seen all these movies.
How
yeah.
fun is that?
It's great.
Great gig you have going on.
It's good. It's good. Towards the end of the year, when all these start to pile up, it gets a little exhausting. But you know what?
Great.
Now we're here.
All right, so let's get to some of the categories here. Best Animated Feature.
Right.
What do you think?
I think it's going to go to Wreck-It Ralph, the animated film from Disney.
Okay. What was the plot here? I didn't see
It's sort of like it's almost like a video game version of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Okay.
There's a villain of a video game who decides that he wants to be a hero, and so he goes into another video game and sort of tries to accomplish that.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a big deal because it's going to be Disney's first animated feature win in quite some time.
Okay.
And because usually this is a field dominated by DreamWorks Animation or Pixar or some of the smaller animation studios, so this is going to be a big deal. And
It looks
it's a great
fun.
movie. It's a great movie.
All right.
So.
Up next, we're going to talk about supporting actress. What do you think?
I think who did I say?
You said Anne Hathaway.
I said Anne Hathaway. That's right. Yeah, I mean this is a wide open field, but if there's one lock that will be on Sunday, it's Anne Hathaway.
You think so?
Yeah, she's gonna go home.
And you also are anticipating a fairly long acceptance speech.
Yeah, I mean, if you're drinking that night, you might want to sort of save some for her acceptance speech. I think she's gonna probably thank the people of France, Victor Hugo, anyone who's in the room probably. So yeah, let's strap in for that. It's gonna be a long one.
Okay, now how was her singing in the movie?
It was good. She has a great, unbroken performance of "I Dreamed a Dream," and it'll break your heart, but.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll have to get it. Supporting actor, you say Robert De Niro.
I say Robert De Niro. Yeah, he hasn't been.
That's what you're going with.
Yep, that's what I'm going with. He hasn't been nominated in over 20 years, so this is like a huge deal. It's also the first time he's not been terrible in a while. So
this is Silver Linings Playbook we're talking about.
This is Silver Linings Playbook, right? I mean, if Leonardo DiCaprio had been nominated for Django, it would have been a completely different race. But it's gonna be old Bob's time to shine again.
All right.
Yeah.
Best actress, you're thinking Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm thinking Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, I mean, again, this is another really hotly contested field. You know, you've got Emmanuel Riva, who is going to be turning 86 on Oscar night, and she could go there.
That seems like there might be potential
there.
there.
And Kavanagh is the youngest ever nominee. She's 9, so it could go anywhere. But it's going to be Jennifer Lawrence's night. She's been nominated twice, and she just turned 22. I mean,
that's
when
impressive.
I was 22, yeah.
You weren't winning Oscars?
No, I was not. No, I don't think I knew what an Oscar was.
Why don't you just give us a little bit of a synopsis of Silver Linings Playbook?
Silver Linings Playbook is the new film by David O. Russell, who did The Fighter and I Heart Huckabees, and it is about a sort of mentally unwell man played by Bradley Cooper, who gets out and falls in love with a young widow played by Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay.
And it's a big deal because it's the first time since Warren Beatty's Reds to be nominated in all 4 major acting categories. So that is another reason why Bob and Jennifer could take home the gold.
All right, and Best Actor you say is going to go to Daniel Day-Lewis from Lincoln.
Yes. If you can't get to the Hall of Presidents at Disney World, I think that this is pretty much the most lifelike interpretation of Lincoln you're going to see. And that movie is not, I don't think it's going to do much else. So
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like I was in the news so much. We kept hearing
about it. It
about
wasn't in the news so much, but really, does anyone really love Lincoln? You know,
I guess we all know the ending,
We all know the
right?
ending. It's a little dry. I mean, if you want to see white people doing paperwork in rooms, that's the movie for you. But
let's move on to Best Director then.
Best Director, yeah, this is going to be a wild category.
Really?
I'm really excited about this because, as we'll talk about, the forerunner for Best Picture, the director, Ben Affleck, was not nominated, so it sort of created this weird power vacuum. And I think that Michael Haneke is actually going to win this one.
And that's from Amor.
Amor, yes. He's an Austrian director who made a movie in French, and it's going to win Best Foreign Language Feature, and I think he has a real chance of winning Best Director.
Okay, and then the last one here, Best Picture.
It's going to be Argo. It's gonna
Hands
be
down?
Hands down. No.
There's no competition
No,
anymore in this?
you can win your Oscar pool putting Argo down. Yeah, there's
Really?
no. Yeah.
And,
Hollywood loves congratulating itself, and so to have a hand in Iranian hostages being freed, go America.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, and you kind of have a fun assignment on Oscar night.
I do. I will be live blogging for MTV.com. So
Log on and check it out, right?
Log on and check it out.
Drew, thanks
Yeah,
so much for
thank
being
you.
here. Thanks for the picks.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll see how good you are on Sunday night. All right, and you can watch the Academy Awards this Sunday at 8 p.m. right here on News 8. And stay with us. There is more Connecticut Style after the break. We'll be right back.